Today we're going to be talking about why Palantir is up so much today and where it could be heading this week. Let's get into the video. Hi everyone, my name is Zach and welcome back to Finance Bro. Before we get into the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please comment how many shares of Palantir you have, and then also consider leaving a like and subscribe, as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you guys want to see what we are trading and why, and you also want to see our public stock portfolio, and you want a free stock that could be worth up to $70, then go ahead and get signed up with Public with the first link in the description, and go ahead and also follow us there at It's Finance Bro. With all that out of the way, let's get into our stock for today, which is going to be PLTR or Palantir. So we haven't talked about Palantir in a while because there really wasn't much news coming out on it, but today we did get their earnings call where they crushed it. We're going to be going over that, a fundamental overview of their financials, as well as other things, and then we also are going to do some technical analysis at the end of this video. So if any of that sounds fun to you, go ahead and stick around to the end of this video. As for stock twits, we can see here that we use stock twits to see what is trending, like which stocks are trending, which stocks are most active, and how much these stocks are being watched. And as you can see here, Palantir is the second trending ticker on there, right behind Clove, which we also made a video on yesterday. And then it is also the fourth most active stock on stock twits right now, behind Clove, AMC, and Doge. This also does include crypto as well. And then it is the second most added watch to their watch list in the last 24 hours. So overall, it is on all three of these tabs. Whenever a stock is on all three of those tabs, I usually like their growth prospects for the rest of that week. But let's go over some more of the fundamental stuff going on with Palantir and with their earnings call. So here we are on CNBC.com. You can see that Palantir revenue jumped 49% in the second quarter. So that is the title. Let's go over the rest of what they have to say about this earnings call as well. So Palantir's revenue soared 49% year over year for the second consecutive quarter, surpassing Wall Street's expectations. The company also raised its full year adjusted free cash flow outlook to more than $300 million, up from more than $150 million. So whenever a stock updates its guidance like this, it usually is extremely good for these stocks. So overall, super good. Data analytics company Palantir on Thursday reported second quarter earnings and beat Wall Street expectations for revenue and gave upbeat guidance for the current quarter. Shares of the company were up more than 10%. Here's how the company did versus expectations. So adjusted earnings per share, it was 4 cents versus 4 cents expected. So we did what we were supposed to do. And then revenue was $376 million versus $352 million that was expected. So yeah, obviously we already know 49% jump year over year. Palantir said that it expects revenue in the current quarter to come in at $385 million, which would be an increase of about $11 million, which is higher than analysts projected $376 million. It said it now anticipates full year adjusted free cash flow in excess of $300 million, up from in excess from $150 million. Palantir also reaffirmed that it expects annual revenue growth of 30% or greater through 2025. So that is some absolutely insane growth numbers there. If it were to do that, Palantir will definitely be worth a lot more in the next 5 years, or I guess 4 years. But yeah, then they go over kind of what the company is all about. During the quarter, Palantir said U.S. commercial revenue surged 990% year over year, and its commercial customer count increased 32% from the previous quarter. Palantir is on track to more than double its commercial customer base by the end of the year. So overall, the company added 20 new customers in the second quarter. As of the fourth quarter of 2020, Palantir had 149 customers. Palantir also said that they signed 30 deals worth $5 million or more and 21 deals worth $10 million or more. So basically, these deals that they are signing are not worth, hey, $1 million here, $1 million there. They are big deals worth $5 million or more or $10 million or more. So overall, super good for Palantir. This earnings call kind of just confirms what we already knew with Palantir. They have great growth prospects, and they are going to continue that 30% growth all the way up until 2025, and they keep on updating their guidance for the more deals that they are getting. So yeah, and also something pretty cool is that less than 1% of Palantir's revenue in the quarter was tied to investments in these companies. So, with these SPACs that they're giving blank checks to. When asked whether Palantir is buying revenue by making SPAC investments, Kawasaki said, "These companies that we think we'll be working with for a very long time. Further, we think that using their product is going to help them win." So, basically, Palantir has been around for a long time, but they're making exponential leaps in their business model, and it's honestly going extremely well. So good for Palantir, good for us if you are invested in Palantir. Now let's give a brief overview of the stock. So it does have a $46 billion market cap. Yahoo Finance isn't as bullish on Palantir as some of us out in the investor space, but we have beat or met on the last 3 earnings calls that we've had, and obviously over the past 4 quarters we have been killing it in terms of financials. The price targets are anywhere from $17 to $30, but I think this will be updated now with this new guidance that Palantir just gave. And if we can actually take a look quickly at their balance sheet, you'll be able to see that we have a pretty solid balance sheet here. If you take a look at the last balance sheet we have available, they have about $450 in total debt, I'll give you that, but they do have $2.5 million in current assets, while they only have $667 million in current liabilities. So did I say $2.5 billion? Anyways, $2.5 billion in current assets, so basically 4 times the current assets and current liabilities. This is a solid balance sheet. Okay, now we can get into everyone's favorite part of the video, the technical analysis. So over the past couple weeks running up to the earnings call, we actually have seen some higher highs and higher lows. It does seem we hit a bottom at that $20 level, but we did come down from earth at that $27 level all the way down to that $20 level. So that is something to take note of. We did have a long bull run for a few months, all the way from like $15 all the way to $27, but then we sold off pretty sharply, or pretty quick. So that's just something to think about. Something that I'm noticing is this is a similar uptrend as we had in May at the end right over here. It's a pretty similar trend that we're having right now. So I would expect a bullish couple of weeks to come for Palantir. In terms of a resistance line, we kind of just broke through the resistance line I had drawn up. I thought there was a pretty big resistance at 25. I would be very interested to see if Palantir will stick above this resistance at 25 tomorrow. Not tomorrow morning, yeah, tomorrow morning. If we do, I think we make our way up to the next resistance level here at the 27.50 range. But yeah, I expect us, if we open above $25 tomorrow, to continue this bullish trend up, and I expect a bullish trend for the next couple of weeks. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Palantir is going to be bullish after this earnings call? Obviously, they just did 49% of their revenue year over year, so that's super good. But what do you guys think about this? Go ahead and leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, comment how many shares of Palantir you have so that we can, just get some comments into the algorithm. But if you guys did enjoy the video and you got some value out of it, then go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 10K today, so if we could do that, that would be super awesome. Thank you guys all so much for watching. My name is Zach, and I hope to see you in the next video.